Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. So I'm doing 5 exercises with the band, 2 for the shoulders, 3 for the legs. So trying to mobilize the shoulders a little bit, working into the rotator cuff. We're also going to work into the glutes, try to strengthen them up. By using the band, you certainly do use those muscles in the buttocks. So let's take hold of our band and let's get started. So we're going to take our feet just hip width apart. So the feet are just underneath the hips. Just relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Lengthen through the spine, right the way through the back of the neck, right the way through to the top of the head. We're just going to warm up our shoulders. Sorry, I've got my band in a knot, so I'm just undoing it. Just going to warm up the shoulders before we start the exercise. There we go. And so just going to roll the shoulder round. And then circle the shoulder round. So just gently engage the core muscles. Make sure you're in that neutral position, in line with the pubic bone. Pubic bone in line with the tailbone. And let's just do the other arm. So circle that shoulder. Make sure as you work with the shoulder and the arm, you don't work with the body. You don't sweep that body round. So just working, making sure you're working with that shoulder. And circle the arm. The full length right the way through the spine, right the way through the top of the head. Keeping the chin parallel to the floor. The eyes are to the horizon. And just circle the shoulder forward. Let's do both shoulders. And then circle your right arm forward. Once again, make sure the shoulders, you're working into the shoulders so the body stays nice and still. Stable. And then working with the other arm, circle that arm round. So let's use our breath. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, into that lateral breathing, with the breath going into the sides, into the back. So those shoulders roll around. So we're going to take hold of our band. We're going to place the band on the palms of the hands. Just hold the band with your thumbs. Elbows are in towards the waist, and that's where they stay. So core muscles are in, breathing in. As you exhale, you're just going to pull on that band, keeping those elbows in. You can see my elbows, they're in towards my waist. Inhale as you release. Exhale as you pull. Inhale as you release. Just gently try to squeeze those shoulder blades just slightly together, not too much. Just see if you can just feel them gently working. We're actually working into the rotator cuff, so that's actually in the shoulder, not the shoulder blades. So if you've got good shoulders, you can have a shorter band with more tension. If you've got painful shoulders, have a longer band. You don't even have to use the band if you don't want to. Let's just have one more. And then just release the arms down, the shoulders come up. So core muscles are in. We're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to float the arms up. And we're going to just bend the elbows. Bring the band to the top of the head. Float the arms back up. So ribs are connected to your hips. The ribs don't lift up. Breathing in as you lower. And lifting up. Exhale as you pull. You might want to just dip the chin down so you can take the band a little bit further, but the elbows are bent. You're not pulling the band out. And all the way up and over. Breathing in. And exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale as you pull. So you can go down a little bit further, eventually trying to get those elbows like it's called chicken wings. So imagine a chicken wing. It's close to the body. So you're trying to get your elbows close to the body. Keep it moving. So working into those shoulders. If you struggle taking the arms slightly backwards, just go as far as you can. Bend the elbows, bring the band to the top of the head. So we've always got modifications. You can't take the arms all the way up, just go up as far as you can and then lower back down. Eventually getting those shoulders a little bit more mobilized, a little bit more flexible. the breath going. Ribs connected to your hips so you're not flaring the ribs forwards. Imagine a piece of string holding your ribs and your hips together. Let's do one more. Floating the arm all the way over. Let's get those shoulders around. So we're now going to come down onto our mat. We're going to tie the band around our ankles. So you can either do a double knot, but if you do a bow, it's easier to undo the band after. So we're going to come onto our side. If you can, have the arm above the head and rest the head on the arm or the cushion. If not, if you've got any shoulder problems, have the arm chest height in front of you, and you can place your head on your cushion. So lining yourself up down the middle of your mat or the edge of your mat, make sure the top hip is in line with the top shoulder. Slightly bring your feet forward, so just in a very slight pike position. We're going to lift the legs. So sometimes when you lift the legs, it's easy to banana the legs backwards, which is what we don't want to do. That puts pressure on that lower back. We're trying to protect our back. So feel length right the way through, breathing in. As you exhale, you can just lift that top leg. So this is a modification. Inhale as you lower. You can also place your hand on the floor. Try to keep it quite low, not up. If you put it up, quite often the shoulder rolls forwards and comes up to the ear. So taking a breath in, as you exhale, you're going to lift both legs. It's not a big lift. You're then going to lift that top leg, and this is where the band comes in. Inhale as you lower. Lower all the way back down. You really want to challenge yourself. You can take a breath in. As you exhale, you lift both legs. Take another breath in. As you exhale, lift that top leg. Inhale as you lower that leg, but you keep the legs lifted. If you feel you can place your hand on your thigh, then just keep lifting that leg. So you've got that tension with that band. Core muscles are in. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. So breathing in. Engage the abdominals. Exhale and move. Inhale as you lower. So if you need to lower the legs down, then take a breath in, exhale and lift. Don't sink into the floor. As soon as you start sinking into the floor, you come out of that neutral pelvis. So you want to keep those hips nicely stacked. Let's have a couple more. And then lower back down. You can just drop the top leg over the underneath leg. Give that hip a nice well-deserved pat. So we're now going to bring the band just above our knees. So we're going to bend the knees, stack the feet. We're going to do the oyster. So you can either have the knees in a right angle, which makes it a lot more difficult, or you can have the feet so they're just in line with the buttocks. Once again, don't sink into the floor. Keep that spine nicely aligned and that pelvis nicely stacked. Taking a breath in. As you exhale, you're just going to lift that top knee away. Inhale as you lower. So to fire up this glute muscle, let's have a little squeeze of the heels. So squeeze the heels and you should feel that muscle firing up. And then lift. Inhale as you lower. So another level is to lift the feet. Core muscles are in, breathing in. Squeeze the heels together. So you also work that underneath leg when you squeeze those heels together. And then lift that top leg away. Inhale as you lower. Core muscles are in, engaging those abdominals. Exhale and move. Inhale as you lower. And 2 more. That breath. Then lower the legs down if you've lifted them. Drop that top leg over. Give that hip a nice rub and a pat. So our third exercise, staying in this stacked position. Core muscles are in, engaging those abdominals. Make sure you're not sinking into that bottom rib. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're just going to lift the leg hip height. you're going to rotate, so just bringing the foot towards the ceiling and come back. So you're keeping that tension on that band, breathing in, engage those abdominals, exhale as you rotate. So the knees don't come together, you're keeping that band, that tension in that band. If you need to lower back down, lower back down. Inhale as you lower, core muscles are in. Exhale as you lift. So try to keep the abdominals engaged all the time, but do try to focus on breathing in, engage those abdominals, exhale, move. Lower back down. Let's just do one more, so you should feel this right in that buttock muscle. And lift. And rotate the leg. Rotating that foot towards the ceiling. Keeping that tension on that band. And lower back down, so you can really feel it. You can do a few more if you want to. Let's just drop that top leg over, give that hip a nice, well-deserved pat. So we're now going to go to the other side. So let's just bring the band back down by our ankles. Lengthening the arm. Placing the cushion underneath your head if you need to. Or if you need to bring the arm forward, make sure you have a cushion so you're supporting your head. So everything's nicely stacked, top shoulder in line with the hip. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Make sure you can see your feet, so just slightly pike your feet forwards, your legs forwards, breathing in. Exhale, let's go through the levels. So that's the first level. Just lifting that top leg, lowering down. Breathing in, engaging those abdominals, exhaling, lift both feet, both legs, lift that top leg, lower down, lower the legs down, breathing in, exhale and lift that top leg. You can lift that, keep that underneath leg lifted. Try not to push the hand into the floor, so you can place the back of the hand on the floor so it's nicely relaxed. And just lifting and lowering with that leg. If you need to lower all the way back down, lower all the way back down. Core muscles in, breathing in. Exhale, lifting again. And lift that top leg, getting that tension on that band. Working into those abductor muscles, the muscles that take the leg to the side, working into the glute muscles. Slow back down. Let's do just one more set, breathing in. Exhale and lift. So if you need to just do one, that's fine. You don't have to hold the legs. And let's drop that top leg over, give that hip a nice, well-deserved pat and rub. We're now going to bring the bands up just over the knees. So the knees are stacked, the feet are stacked. We're going to go into that oyster. Core muscles are in, breathing in, engaging those abdominals. Exhale, squeeze those heels together, lift that top knee. Inhale as you lower. If you want to lift the feet, you can, breathing in, squeeze the heels and lift. So making sure that you're firing up this muscle here, so little squeeze of the heels, and you should feel this muscle working. So the muscles work all in the right order. So squeeze the heels, this muscle works, and it helps to lift that top leg. If you need to lower the legs down, you can lower the legs down. You can mix and match. You can do one with the feet on the floor, core muscles are in, breathing in, exhale and lift. And then maybe one with the feet lifted. There's always lots of variations. Don't forget, if you want to, you can bring the legs forward in a right angle. That makes it a lot harder, but don't lift your feet in this. You can lift your feet, but I think it's best not to in this position. Really feel that. Squeeze those heels. And let's just drop that top leg over. So just going to go into this last exercise. So the heels are in line with the buttocks, core muscles are in. Don't sink into that floor. Feel length right from the top of the head, right the way down to the tailbone. And take a breath in. As you exhale, lift that top leg. So really lengthen through the spine. And you're going to lift that foot just that little bit more. Rotating. Bring the leg back. You can lower the leg all the way down. Otherwise, you can keep the leg lifted and just rotate. Rotate and release. Rotate and release. Rotate and release. You might want to just lower the leg down, have a little rest. And again, breathing in. Engage those abdominals. Exhale and lift and move. Keep using that breath. So don't hold the breath. Just keep breathing in through the nose. If you can, just exhale slightly through the mouth. Just blow that air out of the mouth, just with the lips slightly pursed. You engage those abdominals. Let's lower the leg down. Let's drop that top leg over. Give that hip a nice, well-deserved pat. And you can take the band away. Let's just have a little stretch of the arm. So just take the arm across. And the other one. Just to stretch out the arm where we used the shoulders. And then let's just stretch through the glute muscles, the outside of the legs into the buttock. Just place your ankle on your knee. If you want to, you can lift the leg up, place the hand round the back of the thigh. So you've got your right ankle on your left knee and you're clasping your left thigh towards you. And flex the foot that's on the knee. Hold that position. Get a nice stretch. And then lower the legs down. Take the left ankle, place it on the right knee. And lift that leg up. Flex the foot. When you do your stretches, you can take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, try to relax into that stretch. Just get a slightly deeper stretch. And release. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again. I am Populous Pilates or Kylie Nichols on YouTube or Facebook Populous Pilates. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.